Hi friends, welcome back for another Read Aloud. Today we're going to be talking about point of view or narrators, the person that's telling the story. And I'm joined by my kitty cat Presley. She really likes this story and she wanted to read with us. And the book that we're reading today is called The Good Egg by Jory John and Pete Oswald. And in this story, it's about an egg who thinks that he makes lots of good choices. Let's get started. Oh, hello. I was just rescuing this cat. Know why? Because I'm a good egg. A very good egg. It's true. I do all kinds of good things, like I'll carry your groceries, I'll water your plants, I'll change your tire, I'll paint your house. If you need any help whatsoever, I'm your egg. I've always been a good egg. It's been this way from the start, even in my earliest days when he was laid as an egg. Back at the store, there were a dozen of us living together under one recycled roof. A dozen means there were 12 eggs. There was Meg and Peg and Greg and Clegg and Shell and Shelly and Sheldon and Shelby and Egbert and Frank and other Frank. The other 11 eggs weren't on their best behavior. They weren't exactly good. They ignored their bedtime. They only ate sugary cereal. They threw tantrums. They cried for no reason. They broke their stuff on purpose. Meanwhile, I tried to take charge. I tried to fix their bad behavior. I tried to keep the peace because I was a good egg. A very good egg. You like the story? Nobody seemed to care though. Every night I was exhausted. My head felt scrambled. Then, one fateful morning, I noticed some cracks in my shell. They were everywhere. My doctor said it was from all the pressure I was putting on myself. The pressure of making sure everybody was as good as me. I was cracking up, literally. Something had to change. I'd had enough. I told Meg and Peg and Greg and Clegg and Shell and Shelly and Sheldon and Shelby and Egbert and Frank and other Frank that I was leaving. I can't be the only good egg in a bad carton, I said. Blah, 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 they replied. I left that night. So now that we're about halfway through the story, I want you to pause the video and say out loud, who is the narrator? Whose point of view is this story being told from? Who's telling our story? Who's telling our story, Presley? That was a great answer. If you said the good egg is the narrator of our story, you're right. That's the person who's telling our story. So we're listening to this story from his eyes, the way that he saw things happen. I wandered from town to town. The hours became days. The days became weeks. I lost track of time. I was alone. You can see right here that he drew faces on rocks, like the eggs that were in his carton. Out there on the road, under the stars, I really tried to focus on myself and what I needed. It looks like he might have needed a haircut. I took walks. I read books. I floated in the river. I wrote in my journal. I found simple moments to be quiet. I breathed in. I breathed out. I even started painting. For once, I found time for me. And guess what? Little by little, the cracks in my shell started to heal. My head no longer felt scrambled. I started to feel like myself again. So I've made a big decision. I'm returning to my old carton and my friends. Besides, I'm kind of lonely out here. This time, I know what I need to do. I'll try not to worry so much. It'll be good to know. I'll be good to my fellow eggs while also being good to myself. Here we go. Everybody missed me. I missed them too. Hello, Meg. Howdy, Peg. Hey, Greg. Greetings, Clegg. What's up, Shell? Aloha, Shelly. Heyo, Sheldon. Hi, Shelby. Good day, Egbert. What's happening, Frank? Howdy do, other Frank. Sure, every once in a while, somebody's still a little bit bad, but it's not like before. Here's what I realized. The other eggs aren't perfect, and I don't have to be either. I'm okay with that. Yep, the old carton's back together. We're a solid dozen again. It's good to be home. So the narrator of that story is the good egg. The egg that's telling about how he's always good and how the friends in his carton don't always make good choices like him. So now that we're done reading that story, I want you to think, how would this story be different if it was told by a different egg? Maybe Sheldon or Egbert or other Frank. How would that change the story? I'm excited to hear your answers. Take care. Have a good day.